It's Sunday, and I'm wrapping up the week by summarizing this week's theme: marriage and money. Top 5 money issues that can break a marriage. I had my husband Troy on this week, and we talked about a wide range of topics, all with the power to completely destroy a marriage. One is lack of transparency and its uglier cousin, financial infidelity, materialism, and how that can impact marriages, especially when both spouses are materialistic. Surprisingly, it's like both are spenders. That can sometimes be worse than if one of them's a saver and one of them's a spender. We talked about power imbalances and how one couple who maybe has more family money or is the breadwinner, how that can sometimes skew decisions, especially when that spouse thinks they get to make the decisions because of that power imbalance. We talked about disagreements over priorities. I would spend more money and go on more vacations and spend more money on travel, and Troy would spend every last penny he has after the basics were covered buying more cars, things for his cars, racing cars, anything cars, etc. And then lastly, we talked about family issues. So the dynamics about helping family out and decisions on how much and how to spend money on family. This can be kids, but it can also be like extended family. So your parents, brothers, sisters, providing financial support. That's a very common issue that can cause friction in marriage as well. What this comes down to is not just about marriage and money, but like having a similar mindset about marriage itself. If you view marriage as this equal partnership, then some of these issues fall away because you're going to talk about these issues. You're going to consider the other spouse's priorities, their wants, their desires, their needs, along with your own, and sort of making decisions about money with the idea that this is not my money or your money. This is our money, and we're going to spend it together and have this shared vision together about what we do. If that's where both spouses end up, it can really help them to have a thriving marriage. And if the opposite is true, in many cases, it'll lead right to the path of divorce. All right, so if you're enjoying the podcast, be sure to subscribe and follow so you never miss an episode. Leave a review. Do you like the interview? I had my friend Carrie on a few weeks ago. We talked about groceries. I had Troy on for the first time, talking about marriage. Do you like that format? Leave a review. Leave your comments in a review. It also helps new listeners find the show when the more reviews it has. I greatly appreciate it. Also, share the podcast, someone you know who's getting close to retirement. And if you're interested in working with me, you can check out my website, truenorthra.com. There you can book a free 15-minute call. Click the link in the upper right-hand corner of the homepage. Super easy, super convenient, 15 minutes. I love hearing from listeners. Happy to chat about anything on your mind regarding retirement. No strings attached. All right, tomorrow I'm starting a brand new theme. I'm actually not really looking forward to this, but I feel it's such a timely, big topic, but it's a political one. I'm not going to talk about whether I like the one big, beautiful bill or not. I actually haven't decided that yet. But I'm going to talk about what the recent one big, beautiful bill that was recently signed into law, what that means for your money. There's tax implications. It impacts your retirement in several different ways. So I'll break that down and talk about what that means next week. Not my opinion of whether I think it's good or bad, but just what that means for you. All right, I hope you have a blessed Sunday. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.